Are you looking to set up a pond and you're not sure where to start? Well, this video is the first of probably a series of 2 or 3 where I'm going to show you 5 plants that you can get at any nursery or garden center. You can use them out in your landscaping or container gardens, but you can also use them for ponds, even with fish. Well, welcome back to the small scape today. I am outside, so excited. Pond season is here. It is the middle of May, and I had to hurry up and get a bunch more plants. These are a lot of plants that I've kept in the past, and I'm in a zone 5. I'm just outside of Chicago in Illinois, and these plants this year and last year just flew off the shelves. So my suggestion is get onto the garden center and get some of these plants because they are flying. These are some of my all-time favorite plants because they are so versatile. If you've been watching my channel for any time, you know that I live in a very small space, and I just love small spaces and small things, miniatures, thus the small scape. These are some of my all-time favorite plants. Love them, and they just look beautiful for ponds. All right, let's start with my favorite. I'm gonna call it my favorite because you just can't beat it for what it looks like. This is the Dwarf papyrus. I mean, seriously, isn't that just absolutely adorable? It looks like little fireworks. So cute. And you may know it by its other names. In the gardening world, King Tut is the very large one, and it gets really big. Or Baby Tut, this is the same. It's the Dwarf papyrus. Papyrus. Beta, whatever. I love this, and let's see, most of these plants get to be about 12 inches tall, like just over a foot tall, generally speaking, except for the last couple, and I'll mention that. This one is not hardy. I'm a zone 5. This is, I think, like zone 8, zone 9, so it won't be hardy, but I mean, seriously, you can't beat it. So I like to pick some up for containers. This would be a thriller. I mean, seriously, how cute, even for like a little small container. Just one, and bam. The next 3 are hardy in my zone. They go to either a zone 4 or a zone 5. Really great because then you can just leave them outside over the winter. Like these next ones I like, and this was one of the first videos that I did last year. Top 5 miniature garden plants, I think. I'll link that down below. Any video that I reference, I'll link it down below for your viewing pleasure. This one, also really great for a head planter. Have you seen those? They're coming back. I've got some really cool ones coming up. This, wouldn't that be great in a head planter? It's so crazy. This texture, it's spiral rush. It's also known as a juncus. I don't like to call it that because that's a weird name, but I call it spiral rush. And look at this crazy spirally texture. Absolutely love it. It is so whimsical. So cute. So in any kind of miniature garden, a few of these in a container, I mean, bam. So this loves to be in bog conditions and in ponds. So he will be a very, very happy camper in my pond. This next one is sweet flag. It's a Japanese sweet flag, and it's got a nice spiky texture, and it's a very, very bright yellow. So if you do have a space that you're going to be putting these in that is kind of shady, this will really get your attention because of its really, really nice texture. And I've had these, our last winter, I don't know if you had the same, but our last winter we really got socked with snow and ice. And I have some of these out in my front yard, and they just looked exactly the same in the spring as they did in the fall. Absolutely bizarre. So these are really, really tough plants. Number 4, you will probably know if you are an aquascaper, you are familiar with Bacopa and its cousin, Creeping Jenny or Moneywort. I have gotten them, and they're named, I actually loaded up, and one of them is called Golden Moneywort, and the other one is called, its other name, Creeping Jenny. But you cannot beat these for any kind of a pond, bog, rock garden, really great. They really like wet feet, and they will kind of lay on the water. They'll lay over rocks right on the side of a pond. You absolutely can't beat these. They get only like 6 inches tall. They're a low-lying ground cover, and they are also great. And they are also really great for ground covers. because they grow pretty darn quick and they fill in a lot of areas. So a lot of bang for your buck, and with a nice kind of chartreuse color. This also goes down to a zone 4, so very, very hardy. Now for my last pick, this is another really, really fun texture. This is a Fiberoptic Grass. This is not hardy in my area, zone 8, I think, and it will get pretty tall. This gets like 12 to 24 inches tall, so it could get really quite sizable. But in the meantime, it would also be really great for a head planter. Kind of crazy. Oh, not this one, this one. That's why I got him. I already have a bunch. You know, if you're a gardener, you actually don't need more plants, but then you get everything planted in the ground in your containers, and then you wind up getting more. Oh well, how cute would this be in a head planter? How cute. But also really great in the back of a pond because of its height and its really fun little texture. It will get little teeny tiny flowers on the end, but it does look like it's got like a fiber optic appearance, especially if you're like me and you're going to be lighting up your pond. So this is the first video in a series of 2 or 3. I don't know how I'm going to set it up. Next week I'm going to start actually setting up the pond and show what we need to be putting it in, and I am putting fish in my pond. But like I said, I'm doing a small pond. I have a small house, small space, small. This will be a small pond. Very simple to set up, but it will have a lot of impact, I hope, especially when you vary your plants and you have different textures, different colors. The world of flowers and plants, can't beat it. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration to get on out to the garden center and pick up some plants, and absolutely no stress because you can use it anywhere in your garden, wherever you want to. If you run out of room in one area, in your landscaping, you can put it in a container. If you run out of room there, put it in a pond. No stress, lots of fun. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.